Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of How To Minecraft on the How To Minecraft server. Oh, getting a little bit caught up in that fence right there. It's why you always gotta watch where you're going. Keep two eyes on the road. I want to go ahead and say, first off, before this episode starts, the reason I'm heading over to Vic's estate right now, he's currently on, we're not doing anything this episode, but I do want to show you guys what I actually did off camera, because our balance right now is sitting at a very cool 28,000. We had about like 250k in the bank, and we blew it in like, what was it, like a week or something? From the last episode that it was like a week and a couple days since we did the 100k challenge. Blew that thing straight out of the air, crazy fast. And we went ahead and dropped Vic a cool 100k. I'll go ahead and show you guys real fast here, because we finally had our first little bit of drama in the server yesterday. Well, not like full drama, but here, let me go ahead and show you guys here real fast. We go ahead and take a look inside here. We went ahead and threw Vic down this little thing right here. He's kind of in there. You might think I'm trying to kill him or something. We threw down the challenge completed thing right here with the $100,000 money note. So we have in here. So I threw that to him because he threw in $50,000 into the PvP challenge thing at spawn, and he won. He went ahead and pulled out Matt. In the meantime though, I actually do need to fix something, because the problem with the dispensers was that he clicked the button and apparently it drew from both dispensers. So I need to actually fix that real fast. And while I'm doing that, I want to go ahead and throw a little, I guess, response to last episode. Who are you? Oh, it's Farmer Bob. Of course. Of course. How could I be so naive? I do actually want to test something real fast though. If I was to put the buttons maybe in a different location, like for example, if I put them right here, would this dispense both dispensers? Hold on, we're gonna try something. If I was to click this, no, okay, that doesn't. All right, awesome. I don't know who I just drew, and I think I'm gonna let it despawn for right now, because there's a multiple amount of them inside each of the chests, or inside each of these. So I mean, if you go ahead and click these, all right, so now it'll only dispense one, because when Vic did it, he actually drew out Matt from here and KY's our Speedy from there. So I was like, I messed up really badly. So I'm glad he actually chose the one that came out of the dispenser. But anyways, today's episode needs to be done with a preface, because we've got a long episode ahead of ours that I think you guys are actually going to enjoy. Last episode threw off a lot of unnecessary steam, and I was kind of upset with the reaction from you guys. I love you guys very much, but I am a human, and I do have a tolerance of how much, I can take without kind of getting pushed. And seeing a lot of the salt, like, there was a lot more salt than I anticipated on that, which kind of made me a little bit upset, because you guys have been asking for a long while for stuff like, PvP and raiding and stealing stuff in action on the server. And then I finally do it, and it receives a ton of hate. And I'm kind of like, I don't understand why. The reason I don't really understand why is because Matt and I were talking. I guess Vic's not really doing anything this episode, or today rather. Matt and I were talking afterwards, rather, and him and I both like me stealing his sword. Like, we're down for that. We are completely up for that game, because we wanted it to happen. We want to stir up a little bit of excitement in the server, and like, dude, we should start some war off this sword, and like make some crazy stuff happen. He was like, dude, I'm way ahead of you on that sort of thing. And it was actually kind of funny, because he actually tried cracking my vault off camera for a little while, and it kind of went off on a certain thing, like, all right, you can't crack the vault, let's go ahead and throw down some other rule. But hey, Spot Junior. I do want you guys to know that there really is no need for salt on any of the videos. We're all friends, and it doesn't matter what we freaking do to each other. None of us are going to be mad at each other for anything that we do. Even Rob's prank at the beginning of freaking HTM, where he drained the whole Salty Lagoon, Vic and him were fine off of that, even though that stirred a whole bunch of spectrum from the, all the viewers. But I want you guys to know, there's no need for hate, and if you guys do throw down any hate, you'll get banned from the channel, because I'm not gonna lie, it kind of does jar me a little bit. I am a human and I have my limits, and was almost not really down to record an episode today, because I was like, I don't know, I'm just on a really bad vibe from this, Give the people what they want, and, you guys are entitled to your opinions, obviously. You could think what I did was a little bit out of line, you could think what I did was perfectly fine. That's fine, You're completely entitled to that, I'm not going to tell you not to be, but there's like a couple death threats thrown in there, and like, that's when things get a little bit too far. With that said, we do have a little bit of a fun episode to do today because in order to... We got a little bit of some extra slime balls right there. I can't slash home while in combat, so I need to wait before I intro this video off. And there we go. Alright, perfect. But anyway, we have the anti-troll right here. Matt's not able to get it through cracking the vault, and him and I both being on the same time to duel. He kind of said he wasn't really down for a duel. I don't know. But we're going to go ahead and set up a scavenger hunt for him today to try and find us. We're going to hide this sword somewhere out in the world. And this is a very good sword, by the way. We're going to go ahead and hide this sword somewhere out, far out in the world, with some clues to be set up and a little bit of possibly some challenges. So we're going to go ahead and see what we can do. In the meantime, though, I have a chest full of sand here. Do I actually have anything in this chest right here? That's a temporary chest. That's not a temporary chest. I guess we can put some sand in, okay. I'm already bad at chest organization in here. A lot of people were like, Pete, you're using the vault, but all your stuff is still back at your house. I'm like, yeah, well, my valuables are being kept safe, so there's at least that. Let's go ahead and pop some sand in here, get a little bit of some breathing room in our inventory real fast. We're going to need to throw a lot of stuff out. And we also have some zombie heads, too. So let's go ahead and pop, I think, one right there. And I could actually take this zombie head and put him right there as well. And then I guess we'll just keep, like, the... Oh, God. He looks so funny. He looks so derpy. He doesn't have any arms. I guess we'll keep a skeleton head there for right now. And do we have like a helmet we could throw on him? I guess not. It's fine for right now. So I'm going to go ahead and grab some signs up real fast here. We're going to need a few of them. We're going to need a lot of chests to actually... You see what I did there? I tried doing the backpack command for Crazy Craft. Literally, all my series get intertwined like that. It's the funniest thing ever. So we're going to set up some chests with some little booklets, I guess. In fact, we're actually going to need to make some books. Oh god, how do you make a book in Quill again? Is it... I think it's... You take a normal book, which I think we're going to need some leather for if I can remember. You need to take a normal book, and you need... hold on, let me actually see real fast. I think you need feathers and an ink sac. And I think I actually had some ink sacs back in my vault somewhere. Feathers, however, do I have any feathers? I do have 3 feathers on me right here. I assume I have a ton more feathers in other chests somewhere along the lines. Those were not feathers, those are quartz. God, my chests are so unorganized. I need Kara to come back so she can fix them for me. I'm such a lazy person. I'm just an unorganized person in Minecraft. In real life, surprisingly, I'm actually very organized. My computer's organized. My backpack for school was always organized when I was in school. I was just a very organized person, but in here, kind of doesn't really show that. Do we have any books in here? Okay, we do have books in here, and we are going to need, so we just need the ink sacs, really. Let's go ahead and warp back to, or go back to home real fast. I think I had some in, no, not in that chest. Okay. The scavenger hunt to try and find some feathers. So we're going to go ahead and get some supplies done for what we need for today. And then I'll catch you guys back in just a short little bit. So I figured before we actually get into the episode, or as, you know, per the usual of an episode, we're going to go ahead and tackle a dungeon real fast. We're going to TP to 65 and 730 just to get a little bit away from it. It's during daytime, so we should be able to tackle this dungeon hopefully relatively easily. It's the different Stonehenge one, or the different graveyard than the one I did last time. So yeah, it's guaranteed to have pretty much been undone. Or not done, rather, or incomplete. I forgot I actually have hostile mob sounds off because I think I was messing with something a while. Oh, God. Okay. We have hostile mob sounds off for some strange reason. Not exactly sure why. And I kind of like how, like, I'm outdoors. And even though I'm blinded, I can actually, like, see the light. It's pretty cool. Although I'm blinded, I can see the light. I don't know. It sounds like a song or something. That's a really bad melody, but I don't know. Don't actually... It sounds like cool lyrics to a song. Alright, so we got this iron guy right here, not actually doing any problems. Where is the other guy? Oh, what's up, dude? Oh, God! Oh, I clicked the wrong things, but I got Skull Splitter going on him. He should be dead within seconds now, and he's gone. Alright, sweet. We've actually been using the Smite 6 sword on here, or the Smite 6 axe, rather, and oh, man, is it so good. So anyways, let's go ahead and actually take this guy out right now. By the way, power... Oh, this is only the power 5 bow. Here's the power 6. The power 6 bow is actually insane with the punch 3 on it. I've been testing this out a little bit off camera, and it's crazy good. Anyways, let's go ahead and see what we got in here. 3, 2, and 1. Oh, okay. No axes, but that's fine. We got pretty much like... We got actually a pretty fair amount of stuff. Let's put the clay in here, the raw chicken, the sticks, and the gunpowder. Alright, let's do the sword first. Okay, sword's not good. Knockback 3, though. Let's do the first pair of boots. Protection 4. Second pair of boots is projectile 5. The chest plate is crap, and the helmet is... Okay, it's a demonic 5 helmet, which I guess is pretty okay still, but it's not all that great in any other regards. But I guess it's cool to have, like, different pieces of demonic, for later when you want, like, I guess when you want to use, like, different sets of gear. Let's go ahead and run back to home real fast and pop this stuff in there. Alrighty, so I've taken care of all the books, and we have a total of 7 hints to find out where the sword actually lies. So, we have hint number 1, which is, your journey has just started. Have you heard the tale of the boy and his ping? This would have been the perfect bait if not for an unfortunate pre-detonation. We have hint number 2, which is, you're getting the hang of it already. Check in the back of your memory. Didn't you lend something to someone to help him finish his work? We have hint number 3. I bet you didn't think I'd hit this note in your heart. You loved him. He was your first buddy on the server. But do you remember where he met his demise? We have hint number 4. I think we're about halfway done. I really hope this scavenger hunting isn't getting to your head. I mean, think about how hard it would be if you were new to this. We have hint number 5. I bet you didn't expect these letters to be in italics, did you? This place reminds me of where the first war of H2M ended. But could it really be that simple? We have hint number 6. I just realized italics don't properly work in books. Sick. What you are most destined to find is always within the easiest and most ironic reach. And then we have hint number 7. Your final hint, no trust me, I promise. You know, it would be quite unfortunate if all this was just a prank. So that's going to be all of the hints. I actually do need to go back home real fast, go to Warp Pete. And I actually need to grab one unique block to kind of separate these from everywhere else. I'm trying to remember, do I have any green stain or lime stained glass on me? I actually don't think did I really have a bunch of these ink sacs in here? Huh, if you look at that, I did. And I have my looting sword in here. What the fudge was I doing with this? I can't even recall. I was going to put our books away in here, the more ink sacs and the feathers, since we don't really need those. What we are going to need, however, is the cactus that we've got right here. We're going to need the glass that's right here. And I'm going to go ahead and cook up this cactus so we can actually get some glass, because what I'm going to need to do is I'm going to need to place down the, whatchamacallit? What do you call these things? I'm going to need to place down the chest, but I need to, show them that they're not actually for anyone else. And Tyler did this a while ago. If you color the glass in like a different, or if you put like a colored glass next to it, people will kind of very quickly tell, you know, hey, I shouldn't be opening this. So let's go ahead and do /craft. Again, I tried opening my inventory. Let's put this glass around here. So now we have green stained glass. It's green, it's not lime, but I mean, whatever you gotta do. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to actually go ahead and place all of these hints around the location. But before I do that, I'm actually gonna teleport to Matt's estate, which is /TBPOS 1269 100 -856. Here we go. So we are at his humble abode. Now, I don't believe he actually had his vault changed to what it used to be before, unless he did actually, but I don't think he's had the time to. Right, so his vault is still accessible. Let's go ahead and drop an egg on there and open up the hatches. So we're gonna go ahead and drop our little note in here. Let's go ahead and remove these signs since they're not really necessary anymore. We do have the break in case of troll that is obviously still necessary. What do we want to do is the question. I'm thinking, here, let's actually throw out the bones for right now. So we need to go ahead and write the signs. Your anti-troll has been calling for your name ever since I brought it into my possession. With that said, I feel it's time to return it back to its rightful owner. However, don't think it's that easy. Easy, I don't know. I have devised a scavenger hunt for you to take part in if you want your sword back. Follow the clues listed in the books And... oh, whoops, I didn't even mean to do that. Fudge, hold on. If you want your sword back, follow the clues outlined in the books, and your anti-troll will be back in its safe housing in no time. With love, as always, your neighborhood slime, PD Hut Jr. Alright, there we go. Awesome. So let's go ahead and put in the first hint right in here. So there we go. So the first hint is, have you heard the tale of a boy and his ping? This would have been the perfect bait if not for an unfortunate pre-detonation. Let's go ahead and put that right in there. So that is hint number 1. Unfortunately, it doesn't actually highlight when you do it. Like, if you were to look here, it doesn't say, like, hint number 1, which kind of sucks. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go ahead and actually outline all of these around here. I see that he didn't actually remove this, but we'll leave it to him. So I'm going to go ahead and throw all of the books in the necessary locations. It's going to take me quite a bit of TPPOSing, but apart from that, yeah, I'll get you guys after I'm done. I would love to show you guys, but... spoilers. Alright, so I went around to pretty much all the locations TPPO'd us to a bunch of different places and dropped down all 7 of the hints. Hello, little chicken. Oh, you wanted the seed. Oh, there you go, little guy. I dropped down all the hints to 6 different locations, or the 7 different locations the way you look at it. The sword is now out of our possession. It's out of my inventory completely. It's gone. So if Matt checks in his vault and sees the signs, he'll be able to obtain the sword through just a little bit of work. Pretty excited to see what his reaction is going to be to it, but that's going to be the end of this episode. I apologize if it was a shorter one. In fact, it probably is, but there was a lot of off-camera work that I had to do with, like, setting everything up and whatever, and I unfortunately already did a dungeon during a failed recording, and we got some... we didn't really get all that great of stuff. In fact, actually, I can't recall if I put that in the video or not. But if I did, then cool. But if not, then I apologize. This might have been a little bit short. But anyways, I love you guys. Again, there's no need for any salt. Matt and I are still cool. He's going to love this. Really excited. And hopefully we'll stir up some more mayhem in the server in a little while. And hopefully I won't be the only one to, because I think him and Vic actually want to come kill me. So there might be a little bit of a lasting vendetta against me. So that's going to be a cool little thing to experiment with. But anyways, our balance has been deducted from 100k, or 50k rather, since Vic won the thing. Gonna have to get some money in a little while, because I've only got about 28k to my name, maybe 25k, because I had to fix some stuff. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed, definitely be sure to let me know. Drop a little, I was going to say drop a like. I don't normally do that, I'm not going to, but you guys can leave your support if you'd like to, and let me know in the comments what you thought. Take care, and I'll catch you guys back next time. Ciao!